All right, I think we're ready to go.
Maybe that's somebody else that wants to be admitted. There you go.
Yeah.
They're in already. That was telling you that they got in.
Okay.
Let's see. So,
Here, this is my list of just
This
draft.
is my list now.
Yeah, you have a copy. I went, you know how every now and then I go through our list that we worked on for many, many work sessions. And this is another one just to see where we are. And compare it to what the auditor's office has. So, which, let's start with their list and then see if it's on ours.
Sure.
How about that?
mhm.
So this is American Rescue Plan expenditure plan. First thing they have is the PCS, and yeah, that's it. And when I talked to Sean, when he was,
That was to do with a lot of this. They came in and,
no, this is the cyber stuff.
oh,
And,
okay.
you know, the cloud storage backup.
yeah.
And I asked him if that was necessary, and he said the server that we have, if something happened, like everything got encrypted, it's good to have that backup for the cloud. So the answer was yes.
Mhm.
We do a hard backup here as well.
Yeah,
Right, but he said if it could get tied up if we got hacked, where that's why we need the cloud. But I double checked on that, wanting to be frugal with the money. Okay, so that's data processing. What else do we have here? And okay, there's a, what do you see next, Susie? 5,000,
Yeah.
which was in a,
that's the
That was for the-
Fairfield Real Estate Trust
Yeah.
account,
yeah,
the earnest money.
okay. So I gotta put that on my list. And what is Livewire Electric? We didn't-
That's the one question I've got, because we use Livewire Electric to help with stuff in here when this was being hooked up, but we also had them help with stuff when they were installing
That's
the
correct.
units up on the third floor and the second floor, the mini splits. And I'm not sure how that was broken out. The mini split money should have came out of what we budgeted
For the
for
building.
the building this
Yeah.
particular year. And the rest of that funding came from that.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
how
one.
can we go about?
Well, we'll
Shannon,
have
let's
to,
go through here and then we'll get our Shannon questions, because I talked to her yesterday.
right, there should be an
Okay.
invoice on file, and
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's got it
labeled
right
here.
here.
It's got the number on it and everything, so we just ask for that
Or
invoice.
else we can just give her this when we're done and then have her
Mhm.
pull it for another time.
Yep,
And then this Miller Realty
was
Trust, that's Sean's
the
bill.
earnest money for Sean's property purchase out there.
Was that 5,000?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was $5,000.
Because we did 160,000, so he could purchase that 14 acres that's adjacent to the park.
Yeah, southeast.
Architecture,
That's to do the projects that we were working on right now, the bathrooms and the north doors. There's also another expenditure in here to Horizon Architecture
okay,
for the same thing.
should these go under this or should these go under our building budget? I'm just asking, we don't have to decide now.
Yeah, why don't we work through this list and make sure?
Yeah,
these
Okay.
are correct.
Buildings. 13,800, what is that?
Yeah, what is that for?
that's you're
Oh.
looking at 13.
Here, it took it away, so it zeroed it out. It must have been in the wrong thing. Is that what you see?
Yeah, see?
Yep.
Well, did the same thing up here too, so. I
Oh,
don't know if
yeah.
you-
No,
It's
yeah, there was
Oh, because it says negative balance, okay. No, it's good, Shannon question.
Yeah, that's a Shannon question.
Mhm.
All right. Madison Barnes, we gave them 25,000, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's here,
That's
and that's
good.
on our list. And then, okay, the Zoom, it looks like we've got a
Yep,
couple
that was
different ones.
total of
Yeah, let's add those up.
$24,400, and then those are the breakouts of the different checks that we gave them into.
Okay, yeah, it's got it down here, it's added up.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yep.
that one's okay. Um. So this 343, is that the building?
Yeah, but I don't understand why it says Miller Client Trust
I know that wasn't
for that
that.
check, because, and there wasn't $492 on that check as well. I don't know what that one was for. Miller Realty was the people for Sean's purchase, and that may have been an amount of money that was needed to go along with what you had in order to get the.
No, yours was only 160, right?
Well, it would have been less than the 160 with the 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that would be probably the name of the account it went into. Or the check.
But we should get clarification on that.
So
So
last
we
Shannon.
can't
Yeah,
combine those. things.
Because I'm not finding the check to Fairfield Real Estate for the 348,000.
348, you said?
300, let's see.
341, wasn't it? Something like, oh wait,
No,
348, it's right here
340.
on this spreadsheet.
Yeah,
Where,
But,
yeah, but here it says 343.
I know, but that says to Miller
Okay.
Client, and that's not the same
Well, I know, we just need
place.
clarification.
Yeah, we do. We
I think
do.
it's the same thing, wrong vendor,
Well,
but I don't know.
We
there's
still,
a
That's why we're
check
doing-
number attached to it, so
That's
we're
why
gonna
we're
have to
doing
find
this.
that out.
yeah.
All right, data processing, 362, 2010. What is that? That's why we're doing this.
Yeah, I guess I don't quite understand how we carried over the 24,400 from the stuff above down into the data processing under that. And then it looks like the 343, 492 had the 24,400 added to it for
Oh, yeah.
that, and then it's reduced again to 337, 810, 87 for the balance over there. So
Okay. What's next here? Looks like on page 3, is that where everybody is?
Yeah, it looks like the next one's the daycare center.
Yeah, next one's child care, 400, and that was accurate.
yeah,
All right. General services. Oh, that's a total.
yeah, that's where the total. That was the first installment of the American Rescue
Yeah.
money. And then if you look across, we only expended 802,000, 331.44 from that. Year-to-date expenditures is 802,000, and that leaves a balance of 971,000 from the first year.
Yeah.
And then we received the second already, and I don't see that reflected anywhere in
Well,
these setups, but it's
This is-
on this.
This one's through 6:30.
Well, I've got one here that says it's through 7/1 to 11/90 or 11/30. And that shows the total amount here.
Now, at the top, it's got July of 21 to
Mhm.
June of 22.
Right,
So
in
we-
July of 22
This is what
to,
you're probably missing. It has the
what's that?
architecture would be page 2. There were 2 different.
yeah,
Printouts that
this
Shannon
one's the
gave
one
you.
from 7/1 of 22 to 11/30
Yeah.
of 22.
Yeah. Oh, this is the current expenditure from
Mhm.
July
It has-
this year.
has-
Okay,
Yeah.
I was on
This
last
Yeah,
year.
the previous
on
one
that.
doesn't
It's on
actually
there.
run from,
Hi,
I
are you,
you had some questions on the
we
report.
do. We're just kind of going through them and then we were gonna make our whole list, but pull up
Oh,
a chair.
okay. No, go ahead
No,
and do
we've
it that
got-
way because I didn't lock the office up. I thought
Okay.
maybe just a quick question.
well, we do have one quick question that I have. This Miller Client Trust Account check that was written for $343,492. The invoice for that was from 6/30 of 22. And we were thinking that was for the building, but the building was through Fairfield Real Estate or
I can pull that claim.
yeah, if you would, because they weren't involved with the purchase of the building, the Miller.
Maybe they were the attorney for the sellers.
Oh, that might
That
be
could
it.
be.
Paul Miller. Yeah, that's what it is. Miller Client Trust Account. That would be Paul Miller, who is the attorney for Bob Deitch.
Okay.
Because if you add that $5,000 earnest money to that, that's $348,492, and that's what we paid for it after the reduction from
Yeah.
taxes and also the reduction from the furnace.
So where do you want to go to now? Which page, Susie? You want to go to this page 1 over here that says 7/1 through 11/30?
Yeah, and the only thing on that's Horizon Architecture,
Okay,
Right.
5360. I know Shannon will come back with answers to some of your questions.
Mhm.
okay, yeah, but we got this NATO on page 1 of that.
Yeah, that's the $500,000 that's been dispersed to them already, of the 750,000.
Okay, okay, I didn't hear that, oh, yeah.
And then there's a 1320, wonder what that is. It's PCS. but-
That's probably the annual payment that you're going to be paying to PCS for the cloud storage. Which is going to have to be budgeted for
Yeah,
the next fiscal year out of,
but there's 1 in 8 in August and 1 in October.
Darren, I see some checks being dispersed to Werner Helmucker.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
finalizing out the, yeah, and Jesse James as well.
Dated March.
Mhm.
Then I see where we've got some more invoices dated
Right.
July.
Right. Because they happened in two different
Sure.
fiscal
So-
years.
Is the total still 24,000?
Yeah, it was. I'm just not sure how they,
Yeah.
why they're being shown the way they are. I'm not sure of that.
Yeah, because the check numbers are even different.
Mhm.
Add up all of those together.
Just what I was trying to-
Don Borg. Who's
He
that?
helped with the
Install.
install.
Okay.
Dee, what'd you get for that figure?
I
Just
got
adding-
5670 for the page one of this
No,
year.
I
know
thought you were adding
you-
up just what else
I
was
did
paid
on-
in March.
For this fiscal year, but I'll do last year, because you did that one now.
Yeah, here's that Miller Law Office stuff. Client trust.
You guys, it's kind of like watching paint dry.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Well, whatever I got for that wasn't right, Susie, I gotta do it again. I got $18,718.87.
Correct.
That first set of numbers
Yeah.
on
The second-
page 2 of the 7/1 of 21 through 6/30 of 22.
And then the other one,
And then the other two should be the finalizing out of what was owed to them. So if you add the 770 plus 1,400 plus 1,000 and plus 2,500.
5770.
I
So-
came up with 5670.
Oh, I could be wrong.
I could do
So
that.
you got that number and then you got the number from the other set of sheets from the previous, and you add those two together.
I
and it
think I
should be
probably am
20.
because it's below the,
And I got 24,388.87.
so did I.
28,400.
24,400. I got 24,388.87.
So we were under budget on it.
I'll change that. All right. I think, is that everything on there? So basically, let's make a change on the list. Because I don't think she'll be able to pull them all today.
Mhm.
Maybe a blank sheet of paper.
So we received one less dollar than what we had been awarded. ARPA total 50.
I think that's, she's rounded
Rounding.
that.
Okay.
So, because, we're showing 185,000 for the courthouse project, and it's actually a little bit more than that,
Uh-huh.
but I don't have that total
I
right off the top of my
I
head.
understand.
And we have not outlaid any money at all for that, other than what the architectural services were.
Um,
And that's why that first Horizon architecture that's on here from 7/1/21 to 6/30/22, that was the architectural services for doing the mini split project. We didn't take that out of what we had budgeted before.
So
Took that
ARPA's
out of
paying
there.
for the mini splits?
They only paid the architectural services
Okay.
for the mini splits. The
Okay.
rest of that money came out of the budget that we had budgeted for the fiscal year.
but we didn't talk about doing that. did we?
No, we did not.
We can move it out of that.
I'd like to just put it in our building
Yeah,
if we've got, because we've got some money in there.
Plenty of money in the building
Yeah.
fund. There's still over 60 grand in there.
Because this is supposed to be for like things we normally can't do.
right.
So that was Livewire Electric, that one, on 5/2/22.
Yeah,
But can we do that after the fact because it's past the fiscal year,
I know, but we didn't approve that, Dee.
right?
So it should
Livewire
not have been
Electric
taken from that.
you'd have to go back and look, because again, we had some stuff that Livewire Electric had to do with this that was unforeseen with the bid that came
So you're saying
in.
that was the total?
What's the date? Shannon can
It
pull.
says 5/2/22 invoice 23
Hold on.
663.
Darren, I just think what should have
And
come out
it's
of the building fund
$1,330.57. And if the building fund is what you want it to come out of, you're gonna have to make a budget amendment.
Yeah, I guess I'm just saying that it should not have been done in the first place without talking to
To us.
us.
It was part of this project, so.
Okay, buildings. All right. So the other one was North Door, so that makes sense. Okay, what other questions do we have on this 7/1/21 to 6/22? I think we figured out the other one was probably the attorney for that building, so that shouldn't be a question.
No,
mark.
I gave you the bill for that.
Yeah. How about data processing at the bottom of page 2? I think that's just the total.
Page 2, of which group?
The one ending June 22. It's just putting all those in data processing.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So maybe we don't have as many questions as we thought,
No,
which is why we're doing this. All right. Let's go to 7/22, the current. So the question we have there is,
again, the professional computer
Yeah,
solutions.
invoice 2302. On 88. And then invoice 2302. And 10. I'm guessing that's a cyber thing, but that's more than they told us it was gonna be, and maybe they raised it, but we need to be aware of that if they did. So we'll find out what that is.
And the next one after that is the FKCHW trust account, which is the
That would be-
154,000, which would be Sean's
Property. The
property,
park's property,
because it's classified under land.
yeah. Okay, so that's good. We don't have too many questions.
No.
So what next?
I think we need to look at the total we have, look at the total we've received. Since we have it all now, we need to subtract what we've already spent
Right.
and then subtract again what we've already obligated
So what's your,
and see what's left.
Well, you're
here's your
currently
balance?
already spent is the grand total line on page 2 of the
Right here.
7/1 of 22 to 11/30 of 22.
Mhm.
You've only expended 18.72% of that 3.57 million.
How much have we further obligated?
That I can add up on here.
Breakdown that I had gotten from Dave on the live wire.
Oh, okay,
He
good.
said the only thing that was supposed to come out of the ARPA money was the Zoom room.
Right, and that would only be the 13/30/57,
Yep,
correct?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what came out of here. The rest of it, the labor and everything, for a total of, let's see, 18, it's 2508, and then another 1,000, about 26,000
that came out of the supervisor's building line. Yeah.
building line. Mhm.
If this is what's been written, checks.
No, it hasn't. This is just from our planning and work sessions, what we talked
Okay,
about.
I would like to see a breakdown of what's been actually spent, the check cashed, what
That's
the
what's,
next one is obligated. The next,
that's what's on.
And this is,
Okay, I
this
was
would be
just- I
obligated.
was just looking off this and that was
Yeah, why don't you
confusing
show
there.
this to
Yeah.
them and-
No, that's just my,
Because just a
my
couple of
sheet.
that, just with the 400,000 from the kids and
Can you look up,
the building,
please?
I don't see where
Just
we're
those
just
invoices.
18%.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
what those are.
so this is the live wire bill.
Okay.
This is for the Zoom room, and
Okay.
that's for live
Okay.
wire was paid out of the ARPA money, and then the
Okay.
rest of this was all paid out of your supervisor's building line.
Mhm.
Okay. Very good. Thanks. Appreciate it, Shannon.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. She can move that back. Alrighty,
So we got about 15 minutes left.
okay. So what are you gonna do? Add up these, Susie, or what?
Have we written checks for all this?
No,
What have we not written the check for?
The Zoom is done, so let's cross that
Yeah.
off. Jeff County Kids is done,
Mhm,
Aston Gardens is done,
mhm,
Conservation Board is done,
mhm.
the building's done, website's still in the works.
Correct.
Broadband, part of that's been written.
500,000's been.
Has been
there's-
written.
There's two 7,400,500 left of
And the
that.
courthouse hasn't been written that check. Correct.
No,
No, none of that has started.
So what is your total D of what has already been written in cash?
I'll tell you in a minute. What's the exact number here on that county park one? Because I just have what we talked about.
Mhm.
That was 5,000.
$154,486.38.
154, what was it?
486.38,
And then plus 5,000.
and then plus 5,000.
Okay.
Each of these are 2 months of backup to the cloud of the server.
See, that's what I thought.
It's,
Oh, I see that.
For sure.
And she
60
had
on.
asked to have those taken out of American Rescue Plan rather than budget.
Okay, thank you.
yep,
So that's a continuing expense. We'll have
That's
to-
a
When the money's
continuing-
out, we still have that expense. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
We'll have to look at that in when we budget for next year.
Mhm.
Okay, back to this other one. Okay, then we have plus. Yeah. This might be right. Okay, so does 1.4 million 60 sound about right? Where's that big?
The big calculator is underneath the papers that you laid here.
Let's do it on that.
Do you need an eye appointment?
No, but I just want to double check it.
Past supervisors did. Because that's been here a long time.
Yeah, it's probably Lee.
Or Dick.
I think that was Dick's thing, wasn't it?
That was Dick's.
Or was
thing.
it yours?
No, it was before my time.
Okay. No one's taking the blame, so.
It's been here a while.
Okay.
If it's a Texas Instruments, it's probably from the 80s.
If it's that young.
Oh, Texas Instruments still makes really nice
Do they?
graphing calculators and all of that.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, you spend $125 to get you a calculator that can do everything but wash your underwear.
Wow. I didn't think anybody used mine.
That'll come next.
Engineers, architects,
Yeah.
those guys.
Bart, we still use calculators to tell her as well.
What's that?
We still. use
Sorry to make you do that,
calculators.
Dave. I really appreciate this.
All the numbers.
No,
are-
I want to, we need to know where we are.
Well, I want these guys.
That's why we had
to know
today's
what they
meeting,
do
so we can figure this out.
Mhm.
Well.
And what we have still obligated. That's what we're looking at next. What's
This one, okay, what did I miss? I missed 5,000, I did miss 5,000. I need to do this on a computer so I can add it up easier.
And then I was gonna ask you about your list here, you had courthouse, this list. You had courthouse up here for 185,000, but down there you have your working list, and then you've got the courthouse restrooms north door.
Yeah,
But you've got 81,000 in for there, and I don't know what
that's,
that would be
old.
about.
that's
And-
old.
Okay,
That can go off.
so this can all be taken out of here.
Yeah, anything on working list is just that. It's nothing. Okay, hang on one second. Let me add 5,000 to this. The good news is I came up with the same on 2 different devices.
That's kind of a miracle.
I'm not gonna comment.
And the totals, $1,460,000, 557.20.
Yeah, that would be first half month.
$1,460,557.20.
That sounds vaguely familiar, like I've heard it before.
All right, so this is,
So this working list is really a wish list, correct?
it's just random things we
Okay,
talked about.
Except for the restrooms in the north door, because that's gonna
I just
become
hit-
reality.
Well, that's
here
where,
real quick.
my next figure is I'd like to see what's obligated but not yet spent.
Maybe the courthouse. Hang on one second.
Okay.
I want to put a date on this so we know. Is this the 18th, 19th, 18th, 22? All right. Let me label this spent. Okay. What's obligated?
I would say if you look at, we haven't obligated,
We-
we have not obligated the website money yet.
But that's a high probability based on our
Oh, yeah, I think it is.
discussions.
I just think that 25,000 was low based on conversations that we had the other day.
I
mean,
think
I don't
it's ballpark.
Do you think that's, okay?
I did connect with him yesterday
Uh-huh.
on what the hosting fee would be. Because I went through my notes and looked at like past companies I talked to. They all cost about the same.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
The devil's in the detail, and that really
Absolutely.
is how much time we take of their time to do, but the hosting wasn't out of line. He gave us 2
Sure,
options,
sure. I
which we'll
just-
talk about when we talk about that again.
Right.
It's, I think one was like a 500 a month and one was 1,000, depending which option,
A
which
month?
for hosting, which is not out
Yeah,
of
you're gonna
line.
continue to pay for it after.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just was at the at month cost, not the at continuation.
I think, hang on, I'd have to look. you know. That's what we'll talk about when we have a department head meeting, which by the way,
Sure.
is gonna be November 30th at 1 o'clock. Does that work? We got a few of you in here. We haven't sent it out yet.
And public health's gonna bring treats.
Okay. We'll work on something.
Homemade, right?
No, we don't.
Wait,
we don't
wait.
roll that way.
No, Bart's got a point.
We don't want to be a foodborne outbreak.
Okay, here's what he sent, and I just got this yesterday. I can send it to you.
Okay.
Base hosting is, I'm sorry, it's $50 a month. I was multiplying it in
Because
my head, kind of. And the other one was $100, and they include different things.
that's
So,
very realistic.
and that is because most of the places are like 2,000 a year.
So the website, you're anticipating 25,000.
I think it could be a little more than that, but
Give us a figure so we at least have something to work with.
I would put in 35,000 because that depends on, are we paying for the sheriff's department website along with the county overall website that will just have a link on it.
probably everybody's but the one that's
Everybody's
done, Sean.
department- Every
Yeah.
department
No,
should be.
I'm lucky that way.
Aren't you, Sean?
Yours was 5,000, I did ask.
5,000?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we've got some additional stuff.
But yours is pretty complicated. Most departments are not going to be
Yeah,
that.
and I assume they'll just link to ours off of this one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Right.
most of them are going to be a link. Okay.
So what about broadband? Do we still have 274,000?
And yeah, and this is we need to look up the actual contract. That was, again, these are draft numbers.
Right, the only thing spent out of it so far is 500.
Correct.
So we need to get the correct figure for that, but I know this is close. It's a pretty close ballpark, but it's not exact.
Okay.
The courthouse isn't right. That's going to be what ballpark, or you don't know? We know.
Yeah, we've got a signed contract for how much that's gonna be. It's in the safe in the other room.
Do you
Okay.
remember ballpark what that was?
185,000
Oh, that's what-
ballpark.
That's what I've got here.
Yeah.
Okay.
89 something,
What's that?
180.
89.
189?
Okay.
Okay, we'd have to, like I said, the contract's in there. The other bid was 196,000.
It was 206.
Well, yeah, after the add-ons that these guys wanted.
That we didn't go with. Well, on
That
on
you
that
did
one,
go with.
we did because the one guy was
Yep.
reasonable. All right, got it. And I think that's it. All right.
Okay,
We still have that Destination Iowa one that I'm guessing by now, if we haven't gotten it, we probably won't. But if we say that, then we'll get it.
Yeah,
so you said it, we're gonna get it.
What?
You just said if you say it, you're gonna get it because you haven't got it yet.
I don't know. But we'll see if that happens.
All righty, anything else? It's 9:15. I gotta get on the road to Indiana.
I think we've made good progress. The next time we can meet, we can go over once what people want.
From the remaining.
This one
From
was to
remaining,
figure
that's
out where we were.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, because on your wish list here, you still have the Law Center building at
yeah, we don't know
250,000.
that.
That
This
was
is
just
an
a
old
wish
list,
list.
Darren, so. don't-
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
This was before Dee's last birthday.
It was. This was like probably a year ago now, because we had our first meeting. in
birthdays ago.
October.
Karen, can I ask a question? Do you guys anticipate putting this on the agenda before the end of the year or?
I don't know.
Just.
We're not gonna make it, and we haven't talked about it, my opinion, and be not make any decisions until our new number comes, but
Okay, I just was asking for.
we certainly will be starting budget meeting whenever we get stuff and
Right, that'll
talking.
be in the next few weeks, so, okay. I just was trying to figure that out. Do you need us to resubmit anything? I mean, I had submitted something months ago, so,
Just, I would say, make sure what you want is on the list. Okay.
but I don't know if you guys have.
And I
Whether
don't
that's a
have it on.
resubmittal or.
Yeah, I would
Fly an airplane
I would
over with a
resend
banner.
it to us.
I mean, I've sent it twice, so I didn't know where it was at, so,
All right.
thank you.
Right. Safe travels.
Yep.
All
You
right.
know what to do from here, right?
I'm not gonna be able to upload it, but I can,
Okay.
okay, we're gonna,
Do we have people visiting?
yeah, we're gonna adjourn so we can try to upload this while Darren's here. Do we have a motion?
It'll
Susie?
automatically upload.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn. The
Second,
second, Susie.
Second,
all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye,
Aye.
thank you.
All those opposed, same sign.
And
Hit end for all.